What?
We
Hello.
are live. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies. Hello, my name is Grace. It's another Wednesday, and we are live on our screens. And then we are about to, we are moms from the diaspora, and we are about to discuss moms, keeping it real. So please, if you are joining us, let us know where you're joining from. And if you have any question, please, or comments, just put it down. And my name is Grace. I live in London. I'm a mom of two, and uh, I do a business on the side. So I'll leave you ladies to introduce yourselves. So if you don't
Hi, my
mind.
name is Obia Winnie. I'm a mom of two, and I also own a digital business, and I'm a technical engineer, and we live in London.
Hi, I'm Harriet. I'm a mom of two as well. I'm a social worker and I own my own online business. I'm a CEO as well. And I live in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Elfrida, another mom of two. And I live in Essex. I do my normal 9 to 5, and I have this amazing side hustle which keeps me very busy and very excited. So that's a bit about me.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for introducing yourselves. So this evening we're just going to keep it simple and real. We're just going to discuss moms in diaspora in general. So any experiences from us, this is just us. So any experiences and milestones and all that you're going to share. So without much ado, um I'm just going to ask my moms, what are the toughest challenges have you faced as an immigrant mom?
Well. Where do we start with this one? Well, toughest. I don't know how far back you want to go, but I'm just gonna keep it very real.
Yeah, real.
Coming into this country, we came with so much expectation. I and my family expectation, and we met so many challenges. The first one was in education. I say education because um, I was still in the college age. So, about some of my siblings who were already in uni, they found out that they had to go back to university. The system of education in Africa was different from the system of education here. So, we had to actually work and go to college uni, and then do some professional courses that enabled us to fit in well. And then I just gonna two. Okay, two. The second one that it really also hit me was the financial aspect of it. The financial aspect of actually supporting yourself initially before you start earning money. So if you just come to this country and you just assume that you're just going to start, get your job. If you do that, some people do, which is amazing, but majority of many people coming with an immigrant visa or sponsored visa or any form of visa, you need to have your pocket money that will support you till you can get enough, you can start earning money and supporting you and your family, depending whether you just came alone or came with them. So these are the main two challenges I just gonna discuss, and I'll leave the table to Sister H.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like the fact the challenges. It is tough, as you said. How far do you want us to go? It's really been tough as an immigrant in the United Kingdom. I think it will be for everyone who has come from a different country into the UK. So it's probably not just for us, but as
Yeah.
parents moving to a different country, there are a lot of challenges that you'll come across. For me, I would say that for me, first of all, initially I came in as a student. And as Winnie just said, the expectations, when you are coming to a different, especially you're going to America or back home. I'm originally from Ghana. So when you're in Ghana and they're in America, they're in Canada, they're in the UK, it's all the expectations. You're expecting a lot more. So we came in with high expectations. High expectation. Eunice, we have missed you. Do you want to join us or something? We're still here. You can join us if you want to. So I came in as a student, and my expectations were so high. I came in, I thought everything would be rosy. I get here and I realized that I've got to work and I've got to go to school. That was the first blow. I didn't realize that I had to do that, because back home, you go to university, there's no working except you and an adult, a mature student who has already got a job and you are doing studying. But for me, at the age I came here, I expected to come and go to school. I land here, my big sister is here. She goes, I do all my university registration. And she said to me, a few days, she gave me a settling period. In a few days, she said, you would have to start working, And I'm thinking, what? And the fair job, honestly, the fair job I could get as a student, I needed a job that I could do in the morning and go to school. So it was a cleaning job. And that was the most difficult job ever. I don't know. I went into a shop and the shop manager looked at me and said, your job is to clean from this aisle to the aisle. And I looked at the aisle and I said, oh my God. I'd never done that kind of job. It was difficult. I did my fair shift and I go home and I was in tears. I said to my sister, oh my God, that's hard. And I had to get there very early to do that, to be able to go to uni. That was my toughest and first experience of the UK that I will never forget.
Yeah.
And one of my toughest, and I will say this, one of my other toughest moments is when I started having children. I ended up family support. I started university. My first year in university, I was pregnant with my daughter, and I gave birth to. And I was also determined, because I was a mature student, and I didn't want to defer my course. So I was determined that I was going to have this baby, and I was going to go to school. And I gave birth to her in June. In September, I had to go back to uni. I didn't have any family at all. My daughter had to go to a childminder. And every morning when the childminder came to pick my daughter up and I went to school, I cried all the time because I couldn't get that bond. That was one of my toughest moments.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll end here. That's what I was going to say. If we don't want to go further, I'll end for someone to also carry on. We might talk about this another time.
Yeah, it's true, because for myself, I also had the same experience when I had my daughter, because we had to move from one area to another because of my husband's job, and I knew no one in the area. So every morning, she was 6 months, I had to pack her into her pram, run towards the train station, and then meet my husband on the way. And we pass the baby to each other and then run back. Sometimes he will bring them to me at work before he leaves. So it was tough. So I understand you. Okay. So to our last mom, Frida, you mind?
I think for me, the toughest has been, without any doubt, childcare. Like bringing up children here with no extended family support, for me was the biggest thing. I mean, how do you leave a child who has a speech delay with somebody they don't know and go to work? And then how do you even know if your child has been treated well? How do you know what is wrong with your child? Your child cannot tell you. I mean, that was my biggest thing. So for me, I think being an immigrant mom, childcare was I had to, at a point, I had to choose between working and staying home to look after the children. Because first of all, if you go to work, you leave your child with a childminder, you come at the end of the month, more than half of your money goes to the childminder anyways. So the whole point of going to work is defeated, because you're going to work so you can have money, so that when they call you from back home, you have something to send and all that. But by the time you pay your child care, there isn't anything left. So when they call you, you will still giving excuses. I don't have money. And the people are like, how come you were doing so well here? How come you went to London and now anytime we call you, you don't have money? What is happening? Like, yeah, that was tough, because if I came here as an adult, I was already established, working and everything. I had a life. And then I came here and everything was like, what is happening here? Like,
Oh God.
so for me, the readjusting in the system itself was tough. And then when I started having children, the child care, it just was so much for me. So yeah, for me, I think it's child care.
Oh dear. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. This topic is big. Like
it's
everybody
a big and very sensitive one. So sometimes, it's only what we can share that we share, isn't it? It's a sensitive
thank you so
topic.
much.
And,
thank you.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go away from the hardest and think about the happiest moments. So I'll just ask again, my moms, what were your biggest results and happiest moments at this point?
Wow. I don't know which one to say, but I'm just gonna touch a bit on what Alfreda said about her kids, because that was also part of my struggle. When I was a new mom, I could not afford childcare and nanny. Yeah, it was so, because by the time I finished paying all my bills, there wasn't anything left. But the biggest result was perseverance and finding extra things to do, like this digital business on the side. And this has now given me extra to give my children the kind of life they need now. And we are settled. My boys, my girls, they are settled in school now. And I can afford those things without even questioning. And we're able to travel places we never could have afforded to travel if I stayed in that level I was when I was struggling. So those are one of the two biggest for me. Seeing my kids very happy now, settled, and then me earning extra on the side to support them. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. So
yes, one of my biggest results or happiest moments, I'll say, obviously you've heard one of the struggles that I had, which was going to uni as an adult, going to school in the UK with a child and having to pay all those bills, student loan and all of that. For me, I never, at the time that I started doing my course, I never saw the light at the other side of the tunnel. It was hard for me learning in the UK first with our kind of education, because I'd already gone to university in Ghana before coming here. Doing my course here, it was two different things. So for me, it was a big struggle. I had no family support. I had nothing, no support at all. For me, graduating was and it's still one of my biggest achievements ever. It was a big challenge, but as Winnie said, perseverance. I persevered because I wanted to do that course. I thought that would give me more opportunities for this unborn baby. So I was, and that for me, that was the highlight. That's been the highlight of my UK stay, me coming to the UK. That's been the highlight. And since after that, I've had another daughter. So, which again, because of the struggle that I had, it took me 5 years to have my second child. And that's been a blessing, honestly. They are my joy, you know. And now I can, at those times I couldn't do it. I couldn't afford to take them home to Ghana. I wanted them to know where they can come from. I wanted them to experience the culture. But again, I didn't have the resources to do that. But now with this extra digital business, I'm able to do that. The kids, I'm able to take them home. During summer, we're able to stay at most 4 weeks during summer, because I have the facility to do that. I'm able to do that. So, you know, there's nothing that comes close to that. You know, and I think for me, that's it. There's nothing that beats that. For me, I've got my qualification, I've got my job, I've got my side hustle, and I've got my kids. And it's, you know,
amazing.
yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so Sister Elfrida.
For me, I think I'm still living the highlight at this point in my life. This is the highest since I came to the UK. This is when I feel free to pursue my dreams. And for me, that is the fulfilling moment, because from the time I came up to about maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago, it was just a struggle, just trying to settle from one struggle to another, like different things happening. This is the time my children are in their teenage years. If I want to go out, I don't need somebody to come and babysit them. I don't need anybody telling me it will be too late for the children to be out, so stay home, and you know, that kind of thing.
You can take your bag and go.
I know I have the freedom to really live my life. And look what you need. At this point, I also have this business on the side that is supporting my income. So money is not an issue. Like before, if you want to go for a weekend away, you are thinking of, wow, if I do that, I might not be able to survive the month. Now I don't think about that, because, you know, I have some kind of a cushion. So I think for me, I'm just living the best part of my life in the UK right now, and that's the highlight for me. Yeah,
amazing. We have a comment from
Willie. Do you want to comment? People are saying some stuff on the.
Eunice from Norway says, after completing my education and got a job, I quickly realized that was a scam. Because the running never stopped. Bills, debts, student loans, etc. And he goes on, he says, I don't know where the business was when we had our babies struggling.
Oh, we should have seen this business before at that time. I wouldn't have gone leaving my children with strangers if I have a side hustle. So yeah, Eunice, you are right. We should have
you are right.
Earlier.
Oh, thank you so much, Eunice.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank
Hi,
you for.
Rona. Thanks for
and on that note, let me just come in and say that if you are watching us, the struggle for immigrant moms in this country is real. And you don't have to go through that. We went through that because we didn't have options. But now there are so many options. When we came, personally, when I came here, I don't think even if I wanted to do an online business, I would have found a good one, because there were so many scams. Now things have been streamlined. There are good opportunities online. You don't have to go through what we went through. We are sharing our story with you so that you learn from it and you don't have to go through it. This business that we do, okay, so all of us are businesswomen. We usually talk about our side hustle. Today, we're just talking about life. We are not talking about business. But I'm just using this opportunity to tell you, look into this business. It will change your life. You don't have to go leave your child with a stranger, not knowing how they are being trained. Your child spends more time with a nanny than they spend with you. At
That's
the end of
me.
the day, they know the nanny more than they do know you. And honestly, it doesn't have to be that way. Look into this business. You can make it your main hustle or your side hustle. It doesn't matter, but start something on the side to make your life a bit easy. So that's just what I wanted to say.
Oh, thank you so much.
Grace, I would also add that, as Elfreda is said, it doesn't matter whether you've got a full-time job, you're a stay-at-home mom at present, you don't have a job, it's open forever. I work full-time. Most of us here work full-time, and we're still able to do it because of the flexibility of it. Hello, someone else is saying something.
Hello, Francisca. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you.
Oh, we have so many
all
people
the way
today.
from the US. Ooh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yes,
And if
absolutely.
you really, yeah, go
You need to
ahead.
say success leaves footprints.
Yes.
So look at the successful people ahead of you and follow their steps. You get there.
Absolutely.
I like that, Eunice. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Eunice. Okay, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for all your experiences. Thank you. It's only you that can do this. So thank you and God bless you. We will see you next Wednesday from Mom's Chat again. Yay! Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Love you.